Hey there, you are still watching our signature morning program Starting Point here on TVR World. And as we promised earlier, an exciting dialogue live here in the studio is just around the corner.
Yep, and now we will be talking about wellness program and wellness tourism, and let's dive more into it. Now, before we go into our dialogue, let's take a look at a short explanation about what wellness tourism is.
Wellness tourism is a type of tourism that focuses on improving a person's physical, mental, and emotional health through experiences offered by travel destinations. In wellness tourism, the main activities are related to body care, relaxation, meditation, fitness, and healthy living. This type of tourism can include various services such as spas, massage therapies, yoga, detoxification, traditional healing practices, and outdoor activities that support health, such as trekking or swimming in natural hot springs. In simple terms, wellness tourism offers experiences that allow travelers to focus on their well-being, both physically and mentally, by taking advantage of those facilities or activities that promote a healthy lifestyle.
Well, that looks really exciting, a full circle moment of relaxation, if I may say. And to know more about this, we are extremely honored to be seated in conversations here in the studio with very special guests. Allow me to introduce, we have with us Deputy Minister for Advanced Developments, Ministry of Tourism of the Republic of Indonesia, Bapak Vincentius Jemadu. Good morning, Jakarta. Time to you, Pak Vincent.
Very good morning.
And on the other end of our conversation tables, the founder of Simply Wellness Indonesia, Ibu Helga Abraham. Helga, terima kasih sudah bergabung. Thank you very much for joining us.
And we'll be talking more about wellness tourism today. And this is something that is, well, it's pretty recent. I mean, the hype of it is like just starting to build up in Indonesia. I mean, I've heard about wellness tourism in Thailand especially. It's been pretty huge there. But in Indonesia, I've heard about it just lately in Bali. But perhaps first of all, Bapak Vincent, can you explain to us more about what is wellness tourism and what kind of activities does it involve?
Yeah, as far as the definition of wellness tourism is concerned, I think when we read the Indonesia National Action Plan on Tourism Development Indonesia, wellness tourism is defined as a travel activity aimed at maintaining and enhancing the quality of life.
Okay.
So wellness tourism is a quality product. Okay? Tourism product. Okay? And through this quality of life, okay, we can see the healthy experiences, healthy practices, and also how the community develop their quality of life through healing practices and also the retreats. Okay? And you look at the practices now in Bali with the spring water and also some herbals or traditional herbals.
Sounds really exciting.
Wellness is also about.
Okay. Yeah.
Over to you, Mbak Helga. So what does it entail when it comes to wellness tourism? And in your program over at Simply Wellness, tell us more about some of the most core activities. As Deputy Minister said, that it's about quality tourism, it's about healing, it's about herbal medicines. Yeah. Do we have that in the comprehensive itinerary of a wellness tourism agenda?
Yes, we do in Simply Wellness. So for wellness tourism, we offer a health retreat. So we go into one destination where people can enjoy the view over there at a destination, because Indonesia is rich with resort, forests, and we have hot springs, so where we can do meditation, yoga, with all the great scenery around the destination. Yeah.
Wow. I'm just curious, how is actually this wellness tourism different from what that is currently already being offered in Bali? I mean, when you go to all the resorts in Bali, they already have yoga, they already have, meditation sometimes, especially in Ubud. Yeah. what exactly is a wellness tourism package, and what kind of target audiences are you trying to attract? Perhaps Pak Vincent would like to explain first.
Yeah, well, wellness tourism is, it's quite different from the usual tourism. Why? Because, as I said before, that wellness tourism combines a very integrated package. Okay, starting from the at the airport to the destinations, but within those period, okay, they can enjoy the physical treatments like healing, and that's why they spend a lot of money. Yeah, that's why I told you that. Well, this is wellness tourism is a quality tourism. Why? Because they spend of money. Something that's related to health, something that's related to a quality of life. Of course, people want to spend more. That's why this is quite different and much better than usual tourism.
Right. I don't know if you've been watching the current ongoing season of White Lotus 3 in Thailand, but that's exactly what the show is about, I think, from the time of arrival. And it looks really, really fancy. It looks expensive, as you said. It is probably aimed towards the upper level of tourists, not for the backpacker ones, if I may say. Just over to you, Helga. For example, assuming I am an international tourist, potentially, who would like to take part in the so-called wellness tourism here in Indonesia. What do I get from the time I arrive to the time I return from our country within this package?
So you get, we have a special accommodation, so we can have a VIP pickup at the airport, and then we'll give you a package whether you want to go for a tour first, at the destination.
Right. So the sightseeing part of it, of the place.
And then we have a wellness package where we have meditation, yoga, and a detox session. So we really do body, mind, and soul.
Wow.
So we go for a healing and also for our health benefits too.
Right.
Yeah.
So a visitor that can enjoy this wellness tourism gets a seamless experience, starting from they come until they return. They have a very unique experience, a seamless experience.
So, Mr. Deputy Minister, I assume you've been on a wellness program before. Can you share more about your experience on going on a wellness package before?
Frankly speaking, that and to be short, okay, the time we come and the time we come back, it's quite different. Okay, it means that when I come back, I feel much better physically and mentally, and it seems that I've come to optimistic to face this life.
Oh, wow.
I think that's the key.
So it's not just physical, but also
mentally,
which is all the more important, right, sir? Because the way we think, the way our mind works will influence our body as well.
Yes.
So that particular part of our body is highly important. I'd like to deepen our conversation on that, sir, because you mentioned before we begin this conversation that you've taken part at a wellness tourism activities over in Ubud, Bali, which we know is a central destination tourism here in the country. But we are also establishing other parts of our countries to follow suit. Care to explain more about this, Mr. Deputy?
Actually, the government of Indonesia now, through the Ministry of Tourism, is focusing on developing 10 destinations for a priority of the development of tourism. But when we talk about the wellness tourism, we have assigned 3 key destinations for wellness tourism, namely Solo. You know, Solo, that is well known for its jamu as a traditional herbal, and people or visitors can enjoy the herbal medicines and herbal treatments and also healings. And another city is Yogyakarta, which is also
nearby. That can be in one trip,
it's quite unique because it has a strong heritage, and visitors can experience the traditional aromatherapy and also traditional massage, with traditional herbals, which also can support the the condition of the physical healthiness.
All right. Okay.
Jogja and Solo are in the map now.
And the last but not the least, I think Bali. Bali, I think, is already well known for
the
hub for the wellness tourism in the world.
I'm curious, who are actually the target markets for the visitors that you're trying to attract to? I mean, like for Bali, I assume it's international tourists, but what about Jogja and Solo? Because it's pretty local, and I think maybe like the international tourists, maybe they don't even know what jamu is. Like it's something completely new for them. Care to explain more?
Yeah, when we talk about the market segments, okay, for ASEAN, we target the Malaysian, the Singaporeans, and for the Asia Pacific market, we also target the Koreans, Chinese, and then Japanese. And so far, if you look at the statistics, okay, now #1 is coming to Indonesia is Malaysia, and followed by the Singapore, Australia, and China. So those are the lowest hanging fruits that we are going to target for the wellness tourism.
I was going to ask you about China, but apparently it's mentioned already in the list that it is one country that we aim to have more coming in for the wellness tourism.
Ibu Helga, why is the wellness tourism on the rise at the moment? Is it really like a self-care hype that people are starting to think more of just, you know, traveling to another country just to sightsee and just
not
to look
only
at
for the scenery of it.
But now, is it really that people are focusing more on ourselves and our mental being now?
Yeah, I see that after COVID,
I see.
people are more aware, so they are more health conscious, and they really take health as a priority now. Before COVID, So I think people want, now more people want an experience. So going into a different country, maybe it has more healing properties because they feel, oh, something new. So it's good for their body, mind, and spirit,
Right. Mr. Deputy also mentioned earlier that this is aimed for the upper level of tourists out there who are interested in this kind of tourist packages. And what I'm totally curious about, Mahelga, is are we sufficient to provide these level of premium services to these expecting tourists? Because we are, without a doubt, we are competing with Thailand, with all the onsens in Japan, for example. And I think at some levels also Singapore also provide this very premium services for well-being and everything. But we have the landscape, we have the nature to add to that. But are we ready for other premium services alongside?
Yes, this is still a little bit challenging for Indonesia, but I think we are getting there because now, like Labuan Bajo, it's one of the destination where we have now international airport. So we have direct flights from Malaysia and Singapore. So it helps to accommodate. And then like locals are more learning English. So I think it's also a good because language is also important because people need to be understood so that they can enjoy their experience, their traveling experience. And now the infrastructure is also improving. And for our massage, I think Bali massage is very popular, or Indonesian massage is very popular in Malaysia.
I agree with that.
And Singapore, so I think for our services, we are very good. I mean, it's international standard already now.
Yeah, I believe we have plenty of advantages over all the other countries. But I'm curious then, how are we planning to market ourselves as a wellness destinations then? Because at the moment, a lot of people have Thailand in mind. A lot of people go there to meditate. What's the plan of getting the word out there that we can also be a destination for wellness?
Yeah, well, I think one of the key messages to promote this, from the internal itself, I think from outside, we need to, drive and encourage the community, the importance of strategic role of wellness tourism to, enhance and maintain the quality of life. Why? Because this awareness is very important. Once we are aware, or most of the people in Indonesia are aware that, well, wellness tourism is very important, I think the task of promotion is not all, or it's not only belongs to the government, but all the community, all the people. Because once we, gather together and collaborate to promote, I think it's easy to you make Indonesia well known as a wellness tourism destination. So that is the key, how to enhance the awareness of the people. And the second one is, I think, in terms of policies and regulations, I think the government has to be committed in developing this and translate this into the, master plan of tourism development, and also translate it into the budget support of it. Yeah.
Right. Well, in terms of providing quality tourist services, Bali is up there. It set precedent for other destinations in our country. And you mentioned Solo, Yogyakarta, Labuan Bajo, even Toba Lake in Sumatra are following suit, Mr. Deputy. How are we learning from Bali experiences in terms of establishing these other up and coming destinations so they can be up to par with Bali in a sense that these premium, expecting high quality customers will be satisfied in these new destinations?
Well, if we want to be the same as Bali, maybe it's quite difficult. But at least that we try
it's a long
to...
journey to get to
it's long journey.
Different Balis.
It takes a long time. Again, that the awareness of the people, or we call it sadar wisata, from the masyarakat, for the people, I think is the key. The community is key. And also the government side, okay? The government has to be very prudent, has to be very strong in establishing the regulation policies. Why? Because, wellness tourism to most of people is still associated with spa, with massage. So it's not...
A lot of hotels have them already.
Actually, it's an integrated products and services, starting from the spa until the healing, to the restaurants, and also the, the healthy cuisine, and many things. Okay? So it's not only spa. Okay? So the government has to be very prudent, very firm. Well, we have to establish the regulation which covers all the integrated parts of the wellness tourism.
So that the government have to promote this as this is a special product.
Yes.
It's not just what you are
special
having
interest product.
In the hotels, exactly. Yeah. So, Ibu Helga, can you explain to us how does Simply Wellness collaborate with the Ministry of Tourism to promote this wellness tourism, and what kind of packages you have to offer?
For now, we are working together on a health retreat, like I said before.
Health retreat.
Yeah, health retreat. So it's a package where someone come in to have a retreat, like a 5 days retreat, where we can eat healthy. So there's a meal plan that they have to follow through. And then we will go detox, where we detox our body. And then in the middle, we will have a tour around the area, destination. And then we have, at night, we'll have seminars. Educating them about health.
Yeah,
we'll
so
do
there are
health
classes
seminars.
to attend.
Health seminars, and in the morning we'll do some. Because of 5 days, so we can do a yoga, we can do running. Yeah, so it's a package that we are developing.
So when you say it's a health plan with healthy meals, does that mean that we
I was truly curious on that. The culinary experience of wellness tourism.
Are we really limited to eat just what the package the hotel is offering?
During the 5 days.
Yeah. What's allowed and what's not allowed.
We're not allowed to snack or buy food from outside.
That's right.
Oh, wow.
No fried stuff, I believe.
So like salad, soup, it's a healthy diet.
Healthy diet.
We'll
and all the food is sourced from our Indonesian commodities. That's what's important. It's not something that's coming from Europe or from Japan, but eaten in Indonesia. But it all comes from our country.
Yes, correct. So we'll train the chefs, the hotel chef or the resort chef, on healthy eating, healthy meal plans.
And you mentioned about seminars just now. So what will be the topic specifically, instead of just healthy living? Like what kind of things that will be taught during all these seminars?
So topics that will it will be healthy mind, healthy mindset, like how to maybe stress relief techniques, and how to have a healthy daily life. So like basic healthy lifestyle that will provide some educate. Asian, yeah.
That sounds really intriguing, and I'm even more intrigued when you mention detox, because there's a lot of things that people do out there to sort of detox, juice detox, water detox. What kind of detoxification that is promoted for the wellness tourism package here in Indonesia that is scheduled by your institution?
Okay, so we have like juice detox.
Okay, oh,
and
juice
then
detox.
Just detox,
One I
yeah.
mentioned,
And
yeah.
then we have gadget detox, so we take away the handphones.
Oh, wow.
That's exactly the White Lotus is doing right now.
I
No headphones
see.
used
Yeah,
for days
so,
on end.
yeah.
Oh, okay. It has to be agreeable at the beginning
Yes,
because
at the
you
beginning.
don't want to be a surprise for these tourists
Yeah, so
that they
probably
cannot use
the,
their gadgets.
the handphone detox is about 3 hours during the seminars. That will,
okay.
yeah.
Okay,
so-
but you can still watch TV. You still have TV in the rooms, right?
Yes, yes.
That
It's
would be
just
screen.
during
That's
the
one
sessions.
level up. I mean, if
That
there's
would be
like no
screen
gadgets.
detox. Mr. Deputy, of course here Ibu Elga represents the private parts, the private sector parts of this whole ordeal.
Yeah, yeah.
On behalf of the government, how do you involve all these moving elements of the project, meaning that we have the communities, we have private sectors, we have the hotels, the places that are going to be welcoming these tourists to have to work together to promote this. How do you get all of these elements together?
Yes, you know, from the private sector, they concerns about the benefits or the profits of the products
well,
and
they are
services.
business, sir,
Okay.
yeah.
While on the other hand, the government side is, you know, focusing on playing the role as a facilitator and regulator. Something what we did in 2023 and 2024. Okay, we made a business-to-business platform, okay, where we can gather the buyers and the sellers. So the buyers from the, you know, from the markets outside, and the sellers from the travel agents, also the tour operators,
Yeah.
and also from the, you know, for the sellers, the wellness providers, okay, products, okay,
Yeah.
they bid together and then they do the transactions. Okay, this is what we call the B2B
Business to
platform.
business.
Yes,
Right.
yeah.
Well, ITB Berlin just concluded. Did we bring this over to that platform, sir?
Yeah, ITB Berlin is the biggest tourism travel mart in the
In the world,
But,
yeah, where buyers and sellers
yeah,
from
when
around the
buyers
globe,
and sellers
that is
meet
the
together
best
and
place
do
to put this on
transaction.
there.
But wellness tourism is only a small part of the all the products and the
Yeah.
services in
Yeah, so many from our
tourism.
countries.
Okay.
But again, wellness tourism as a special product or special interest product, really quality is very, very high. Why? Because these
Yeah.
people spend a lot of money in this.
Yeah. It's curated very
Yes,
well.
compared to
Yes,
other
yes, yeah.
products
I'm even
and
scared to
services.
say it.
Yeah.
Scared meaning that can I afford it? So,
Yeah, well, I'm assuming the target market would
Yeah.
be like people that are already like 30s, 40s of
Yes.
age.
Yes.
That, you know,
Yes.
like people who can actually afford the time.
Exactly.
Not just, you know, going on a trip.
and the expense.
And the expense, exactly.
Yes,
What's in plan now to market this product? Will there be any like wellness festival or wellness exhibition in order to market this to the audience?
As far as the market is concerned, recently the government of Indonesia has developed a special zone for health tourism in Bali. We call it the Kawasan Ekonomi Khusus for Kesehatan, where we combine the medical and also the wellness tourism, okay, in Sanur, Bali. Why we place this in Bali? Because, you know, if you talk about tourists, the real tourists, okay, 40% international tourists coming to Indonesia to Bali. Okay, and 30% to
40%.
Jakarta, and then in Batam and Bintan maybe only 25%. So that's why we put Bali as the hub for the wellness tourism. And now the government is really focusing on developing the medical and also wellness tourism. Why? Because, you know, if you look at the statistic, many Indonesian people go to Penang, go to Malaysia, go to Singapore
Yeah.
just to check
Medical
the
checkup.
medical checkup and also for other health practices. While Indonesia is quite, you know, rich for the resources, yeah, and that's why the government, well, okay, instead of sending people abroad. Okay, why don't we try to build our own? And now develop in Bali and Yogyakarta, Solo, Malang, Medan, Labuan Bajo, and also in Sulawesi, Mandalika. Yeah.
Mandalika.
Right.
Yeah,
Mahelga, what are the biggest challenges in order to develop these relatively new wellness tourism destinations? In a sense that we need, again, I should say this, they are expecting quality for the sum of money that they have paid. And we are aiming for these new places to be on the same level as other countries that have been long providing the same services for them. So we need to compete for the basic of it. So your thoughts on this?
For me now, the challenge is actually it's the language.
I
It's
see.
still a challenge.
So we're addressing communities then.
Yes, communities. So we have to really work together with the local communities. Maybe from the government, there's a training program that we can have some English class and some tourism awareness, like what is our focus. So we can explain to the tourists so they have a better experience, tourist experience.
Is this something that's been ongoing, the community training and places that are going to be included in the destinations?
Yes, we are still picking and training some people
Okay.
to help. So for now, I always have a team. So we always bring a team from Jakarta to Bali. We bring a team to
I see.
when I travel. So
Yeah.
Okay. So is there any plan to promote this, like having an exhibition overseas, perhaps?
probably because I have a customer base in
I
our
see.
Simply Wellness.
Oh,
So
you have
slowly
client
we'll-
list
yes,
already.
client. So we
okay.
Yeah.
promote within first
Yeah.
before, So through their experience, they will probably share through their friends,
Right.
through social media. So slowly, we'll be going there.
Right. Probably one of the biggest question in the airs for this potentially to be for this potential and future tourists for this particular market is how much will it cost for them to take part in the wellness tourism activities or tourism package? Is this something that we can divulge? We can give the information to public right here this morning, Mahelga?
Yes, currently the package, because it's in Indonesia, so it'll be around we call in USD.
But please do,
Okay.
because it's going to be
So
going to
be
be
easier.
competitively priced with
Yes.
other international offers. We believe, right?
So the package starts at 1,500
Okay.
1,500 US dollars.
US dollars,
Okay.
yeah. So
And this is for how many days?
it's for 5 days, 4 nights.
Including everything all in?
Yes, everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably if they want to add on destination, there'll be an add-on package for
I
the
see.
tour.
That's exactly my next question to you, because you say it starts at 1,500.
Yes.
It ends at all the way to
Depending on the add-on.
Depending on
Yes,
the-
what tourists they want,
Yes,
what
yes.
extras, packages.
This is what I call quality tourism, because they spend a lot of money.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of check boxes that they can opt
Yes,
to
they
add to
can
their
add on.
experiences.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
Right.
Very interesting, right?
Affordable?
Affordable. Depends on your budget.
But it's mostly for tourists from all of these countries that Mr.
Yeah.
Deputy has mentioned earlier.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Have we started moving towards these countries' potential markets, Mr. Deputy, in order to attract these potential tourists to come to our wellness tourism destinations?
Yeah.
You mentioned Malaysia, Singapore, and China. Steps to pick up the balls, as you would call it. Yeah.
Yeah, I will start with this. Yeah, our destination is called a tourism destination. It depends on what they have. Okay, usually they should have 3 A's: accessibilities, amenities, and attraction. Okay, and one of the key challenges now that we have is the accessibility. So that's why we start with Bali, Solo, Jogja. Why? Because it is accessible easily.
I see.
And also in terms of amenities, okay, they provide with 5-star, 4-star accommodation, and I think this is really needed by the visitor. And in terms of attraction. Because while they enjoying traveling, they also, need to enjoy the beauty, landscapes, okay, the culture, and also the performance, local performance, culture performance. So I think 3 A's are very important. And the last but not the least is awareness. Still very important.
So
awareness,
amenities,
community.
awareness,
Attraction.
and
Yeah, accessibility, amenities, attraction, and awareness.
Yeah.
Awareness.
I mean, I truly believe that this will work out. I mean, Bali is already up
Yes,
there. I mean,
yes. Up
people
there.
are already going to
Exactly.
Ubud to go to have their Zen holiday. And as you mentioned just now, Jogja and Solo is
Solo,
next on the list. And
Labuan Bajo, that's also
Labuan Bajo.
exciting.
Yes.
Labuan Bajo.
Right.
It's great.
We have a little bit more time. Just one final question to both of you. What are your deepest expectations in the time coming? We know that we have a lot of homeworks when it comes to developing these destinations, but what's the biggest expectations that we have in order to smoothen out all the small details to get this going?
Expectations
Mr.
and
Deputy.
hopes, yeah?
Yes.
Well, I think when we talk about hopes or expectations, you know that Indonesia is a huge potential for its natural resources, for the supply chain of the raw materials of the wellness tourism products. So I think I have a very big expectation that in the long run, in the future, that Indonesia can be the center for wellness tourism destination for other countries. And I think since this is also, the quality tourism, okay, and we do expect that this kind of tourism, okay, can contribute to the foreign exchange or increase the foreign exchange, also create the job
economic
opportunities,
growth,
economic growth of the Indonesia.
All right, okay. And
And
over
last
to you,
thing from you.
Ibu Helga.
For me, my hope is probably the stakeholder from the Board of Tourism can offer visa-free access
I see.
to our
to make it
targeted
easier for
international
for the visitors.
tourists, and then also offer international standard hospitals, so it can enhance our tourist experience.
Right,
in
so
our
we're competing with
destination.
Penang in terms of medical
Yes.
facilities
Yes.
and making it easy for them to visit with visa-free options.
Yeah.
What are the aimed countries for the visa-free options that we have planned or that you initially would have in mind?
Probably like China,
China,
Australia.
okay. Australia.
Yes. So depending on the targeted
I think
tourists.
last year alone, Australia said that over 1.5 million of their people came to Indonesia to visit, and that's a huge market there.
Yes.
Right. This has been an eye-opening and very exciting, obviously, conversation with the both of you. Allow us to extend our gratitudes. Deputy Minister for Events Development, Ministry of Tourism of the Republic of Indonesia, Bapak Vincentius Jumadi, and also
Thank you.
founder of Simply Wellness Indonesia, Helga Abraham. Thank you both
Thank you
very
so
much
much.
for
Thank
your
you.
time.
Thank
and
you
attention.
for your
And we are looking forward to hear more about this wellness
And participate,
tourism and
hopefully.
participate perhaps in the future.
Yeah.
I would love to go to a wellness retreat in Labuan
Right.
Bajo.
Or make a
That'd be
package for
great.
TVR World, right?
Yeah.
Sort of introduce it to
To
the
distress,
world.
distress.
Because we are airing in the entire Southeast Asia, also in 7 countries in
Yes.
Western Europe and
Oh, okay.
United Arab Emirates. So
All
that's
right.
a potential thing.
Okay, then now
Thank you.
we need to wrap things up now because we're running out of time. Thank you so much for watching us this morning on Starting Point.